Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? This is Roxy Arthur Grantham, and I'm so excited to be able to have this excellent opportunity to share uh, my story and also to be able to invite you on that journey. So I titled this, and I'm on the platform, the Blab platform, and I'm so thankful that it's available and that I can use it to share what it is that's on my heart today. So this I titled, Have You Lost Your Online Mojo? Get a Shot of Digital Swag. Hashtag digital swag. That's important so that we can all form ourselves into the hashtag digital swag community. At least on Twitter, that's what they say. So, first of all, I'm Roxy Arthur Grantham, as I said, and I've been doing this sort of online platforms and for quite a while now, several years, many years. And the idea that we can use this online platform and create amazing things, get our story out, get ideas out that I couldn't get from here to the corner of the street with, and I can do this right here, right now, presently, right here. That's amazing to me. I mean, that alone is enough to pause and reflect. Now, after I come to that conclusion, what can I do with it? And that's what I've been about for the last several years, is developing a platform that I call that's called Synergy Place, synergyplace.com. And on that platform, we have been able to create an environment for us to get our digital swag. That's exactly what it is. I call it presence because I don't like the word brand because it sounds like somebody doing that to me. Presence is who I bring to the table and what I do. And so what I was able to do with Synergy is create a place where I don't have to be waiting on somebody else to do it. And, you know, of course, it wasn't be by myself. My husband, Warren, is does the back end of things. And so working together and partnering with others, we've been able to create a place where I can create my own digital presence in and of my own making. I don't have to wait on, that's what's so excellent about this time in history. I don't have to wait on, oh, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. I just need me, myself, a cell phone and some time and some effort, and I can create digital swag. So before we go into talking about creating it, first of all, I would like to say what I think it is. I had this conversation with my husband over the weekend, and he's telling me, well, swag, and we'll come back to losing your own mojo. Mojo, we'll come back to that. But the digital swag part, and we'll skip the digital because that's when you're saying the online stuff. We'll go into all of that in a minute. But the swag part, he said that there's a difference between swag and swagger. Because swagger is the way that you walk into a place and it's a bravado and a macho kind of, and I mean, it can use it for men or women, but you tend to use it with, hey, that guy's got swag, you know, that kind of a way. Or women can have swag, but, you know, I'm going to design a program called Digital Diva, which I think women probably be more comfortable with. But whether you use it, swag for a man or woman or swagger, it's about presence. It's about confidence. It's about a charisma. In a way, it's an undefinable essence that you find some people have, and then some people just don't seem to. Now, if I say that right off the top, that's like saying, well, if you don't have digital swag right now, you'll never have it. That's not what I said. If you don't have swag right now, it could be that you do have some and you've buried it because somebody told you this about how you are, or this about how you are, and you just need some encouragement to get that back up to the surface. I think that that's what I'm going to believe. Because if you don't have any, well, that'll probably be another whole course. But I can help you take the bits that you have and polish it up and fill yourself up with some confidence, some know-how, some knowledge, some information, so that the swag you do have will grow. How about that? Because it only, it goes back to that little seed. You may only have a seed of swag. How about you think of it that way? You don't need a ton. You don't need bravado coming up because that's usually bravado and it's not real, true swag. What Warren was saying, swag is what you leave on the table. Swag is what happens after the fact. So as a salesman, as a businessman, when you leave them a whole bunch of product, a whole bunch of samples, this is what we're about. That's called the swag you leave on the table. So I think really it's about both. At this time in history, it's not just what you leave on the table, it's also who you are that presents what you're going to leave. So it's both. It's not enough to just say, here's the message, I'm just a messenger. The messenger is important. So it's important for you as the messenger to show up and then say, and here's what I got for you, right? With that same flow. Because I'll believe what you've got for me because I believe you. So that's what the difference is at this time in history. It's not just enough to shovel something in somebody's face and say, well, here it is. It's really good. Try it and you'll like it. That maybe used to work at some points in history when it was just the radio or the television. You didn't have thousands of different channels and different people yelling at you, telling you this and do that and all that. It's gotten very crowded in a way, but then again, the playing field has widened, so there's much more space. So it's up to every person to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and you don't have to feel intimidated. You don't have to feel that you have to do it my way that I say, but you have to do it some way. So when we talk about losing your online mojo, when you look up the word mojo, it's just the charisma, the spice, the magic. You may have come onto the digital world, into the online world in the last 10, 15 years that it's been, really getting going. And you got really excited back at eBay and you tried out MySpace. If you went all the way back to then, you may have, connected with an online person that said, if you will just follow these 10 steps, you will, end up with this and that and that. And you followed the 10 steps and you didn't end up really anywhere better than when you started. And in between there, you may have lost your way. Some of your mojo may have just kind of flew away and you're just like, well, maybe this is not for me. That's what people start to say. Maybe, I wasn't meant to do this. Maybe, blue, 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 blue. And all of a sudden, you're making excuses. You're telling yourself all the many I can'ts, why it's whatever. And you find your swag, it's just diminishing. Oh my God, all the bills come in. I didn't realize, oh this, oh that. Where's my website? I couldn't, I shouldn't, oh my goodness. And then it's January, February, and we've gone into the same cycle. So what we're trying to do this year, what we are going to do this year is start now, which is late, but better late than never, they always say. If you can get some kind of semblance of something going right now with me, right here, I'm going to help you to get back some of that online mojo, because a lot of that is based on discouragement and disappointment. And I tried that program and I did that last one and I did and I tried and I'm now just no. And that's really not a good place to be, because there is so much that you can do. It's so exciting. It's an absolutely mind-blowing time for all of this to be happening. So that's my little spiel. I think that it will work for you. Why is this different than any of the other times? why can I say that if you really will connect with me, Roxy Arthur Grantham, why it's going to be different? Well, the reason for that is because I know me. You may not know me yet, but you shall if you stick around. Because I know that for the last 50 years that I've been wandering around on this planet, no just means, well, I probably didn't really say it to you the right way. No means, well, that probably was not the right picture that I showed you. No just is an opportunity for me. If I believe what I'm saying, right? What if I have a story that I have, and I know it's a true story, I will sell that story. I will speak that story. I was born that way. And so why you will have changes and success in your storyline is because we will continue until you do. Of course. What else are you going to do? You're stuck in this planet, well, unless you're here. So why not make the most of the opportunity? Like, why not? Otherwise, you'll just be bored, you'll be tired, you'll be frustrated, and you'll still be here, right? So if you're going to be here anyways, let's see what we can do to spice it up. And that's really what Mojo is. It's the spice.